Well, I just kept taking things down until there wasn't anything left. So, I don't have it all worked out, but I've got an idea. The space helped me think about where I wanted things to be. So, here's going to be the primary input mana pool. We will put mana into this and disperse it into other mana pools. So we're going to have this guy over here, which will be our general transformation guy. So all the stuff you dump in a mana pool typically. So to get mana pearl, mana diamonds, mana ingots, mana powder, all those things, they'll go over here. Over here is the alchemy catalyst, which we will be able to, dump those things in there. And then finally over here, there is a third thing. It's called the conjuration catalyst. And I don't know if I'm going to use that for anything, but there was some good symmetry there, so I decided to go ahead and go with it. Don't have one yet, so don't need it yet, but we will eventually take care of that, and that should be good. So I've put some mana in this pool. I don't want to disperse anything yet because I want everything to be laid out a little bit properly yet, so we'll see how it's going to go. So I've got two of these so far. We'll probably end up doing a third one, so have to figure out where that's going to go, because that will have to be for the third one of those guys. But we'll see what happens with that a little bit later. Maybe I'll put it somewhere else. I don't know, or I'll go over. I mean, they're underground, so it doesn't matter too much. I've got the mechanical user over here, so now I can put back the runic altar as well. So let's get that guy back up, and we'll put him right on top of this. So let's make sure he is set to activate block with item and do a right click. We'll put the other mechanical user on his side and rotate him if I can. There we go. We need to make a new wand of the force. I'm going to need one to use and then one to, have. So let's see here. Living wood. I need living wood twigs. All right. So there we go. I've got one for him now. So he, I believe, was just on generic click. He might have been activate block with item 2. No, I can't remember. So anyway, he will go back and do that. So here is our guy that would have all of the inputs for that. And I've left some space open so he can have at least 2 more crafters facing into him. I guess even a third one on this side. Don't want to go with a fourth one because then that would be showing from the ground, which I don't really like. I mean, I don't even like this really, but I'll tolerate it. So that takes care of that. So what I need to do is I need to get these guys bound to those guys. So here was my original crafter. This was my transformation crafter who's over there. So let's get the phantom face binder guy. And we will shift right click this guy and click onto this. Okay. And then we'll shift right click this guy and hit this one. All right, so I don't have any patterns for this guy yet, but we will put patterns in him eventually. But I think that should work as soon as they have mana in them. So what I want to do is I want to get a spark, and then I want to put the dispersive or the recessive augment in him. And that should mean he will store his mana to any other pools that have a spark. So let's put one there, and I'll get this guy going back again too, so I guess I want to do that. So since we don't have the conjuration catalyst, there's no point in filling him yet. What we need to do is find a way to fill this guy, and that's where our Kakamiras comes in. I don't know how many we're going to need of the Kakamiras. Man, my map is all messed up again. That's what it was doing before, and it got stuck on me being in a cave, and I'm not in a cave. I think I might be able to fix it if I go to another dimension and come back. I want to try going to the nether real quick and just coming back. because I don't want to erase my map again. I didn't like that solution. I certainly don't want to do it over and over again. Okay. Nether looks correct. Let's go back to the overworld. Get up there. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, that was going to annoy me quite a bit. All right. So, yeah. Where were we? Doing something? Yeah, sure. All right, so he has divvied up his mana between these two pools. So he probably has very little left. Yeah, pretty much nothing. So what we're going to have to do is get him some more mana. So let's get that one Kekamirus I made. Actually, I never made any, did I? That's right. I never made any Kekamirus. Well, let's go make one then. This guy needs to be automated too, but we'll make the first Kekamirus, normally. So, 2 brown, 2 orange, 2 white. 2 brown. Let's get some orange petals. 2 orange, 2 white, and a pixie dust and a rune of gluttony. So, pixie dust and a rune of gluttony. And you always need seeds to make flowers. Oh, that's concerning. That's concerning. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well, I can definitively say that ritual did not help keep up, or it didn't help enough. So, turning him back off, I'll worry about that later. For now, we are getting a Kakamiris. So we need to put you, and you, and you, and you. There we go. A Kakamiris. I can probably stop, you know, getting stuff like that. Scanning stuff. Uh, let's see if we can get a better mana spreader. There's the Elven one, the Gaia one. We don't have Gaia yet. We should be able to do Elven, though. An Elementium ingot, any kind of petal, and Dreamwood. I think Living Wood, toss that portal, give us Dreamwood. So let's get some of that. I need 6. And I believe they'll take 2 Mana Steel ingots for an Elementium ingot. There we go. Okay. Alright, so where does that leave us on spreaders? Yeah, let's get one of these guys. There we go, an Elven mana spreader. This guy is faster and can hold more mana. So, I'm thinking we're going to put him right here. And we're going to bind him. And then I'm going to put on this Kekamirus. And I believe what we're going to do is we're going to put cake right here. So let's get a cake and see what happens. Because I believe what should happen is he eats the cake. Yep. He eats the cake and generates mana. And these guys do a very good job generating a lot of mana very quickly. So what we need, though, is to get 7 more of him. Surround the cake and then, keep pumping up cake over there. So that will be the next thing to do. We need to dump cake out here. So we're going to want, do we need that guy? Actually, no, we don't. We can use, there's a thing from Refined Storage. I can't remember what it's called. It's a placer or something. It's a special kind of block, a constructor. That's what I want. Let's get one of those guys. And basically, this will allow us to place a block in the world. So I want to place a block right here. So we need to get the constructor right here. And then put him up. And then you're going to place cake. So let's get a cake. And then you'll place the cake. Let's put the cake back. All right, all I have to do is connect to you now. So I have to put you somewhere where the system goes. So where should I run you? Should I run you? Let's just dig down a little bit and see where we're at. Well, we're right here. That might be okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's go over here and let's not connect to everything, please. Okay, there you go. He will just keep placing cake. So you might think I only need one cake, but when you have 70s flowers over here, he starts to get, they start eating the cake very fast. So definitely need to keep more than one cake system at all time to make sure you have enough backlog to keep going. Don't know how many I'll need, and we'll have to see how it goes, but it's working pretty well so far. All right, for just a minute, let's turn you off or have you work with a signal, because we may need to do something with a signal to get this guy to go off. So, because I don't think he'll ever stop eating cake. I don't think he will. And, actually one mana spreader might not be enough. We may need like, I don't know, one for each guy. I don't know. We'll see how it works. So I'm thinking my plan will be to see if we can take a signal out of here and get it to go over to this guy. So let's see about getting that redstone repeater over here. It's a comparator, I guess. So let's see here. Can you work like that? I don't think you can. I don't think you'll work like that. Pretty sure that's not going to be a functioning system. Yeah. You have to be placed facing outward. Okay. So we're going to have to go at least one over from wherever we go. So what are our options then? Can I... We're going to have to set up something similar to what we did before. We have to have a comparator there too. And then maybe the not symbol too. Let's see here. So we're coming in the side over there. And then let's make... Do I need the not gate? I'm not 100% sure if I do or not. What is that random things item I had, that special torch, the advanced redstone guy? So let's see here. Before, I think you were in subtract mode. So I want to subtract 14 from you. And then we'll put this guy. So you are 13 right now. So I'm still thinking we want that NOT gate. Because when you are not 14, and right now you're 1, so 14 minus 1 is 13, which is the signal we're putting out here. So when we get to 14 minus 14, that'll be 0. The NOT gate will turn you on, and then we'll go over and stop this guy. So what I want is to work without a redstone signal. So the question is, how do we get you down from where you're at? Let's try some red alloy wire. I think because this is a NOT gate, it will work. I'd like to try it on the other guy though. No, that's not going to connect. Um, okay, let's put you at a strength of 1. And then we can put the NOT gate back. And now you're going to be on because you do have strength of 1. So I can go right down here. But will you work when you're over there? I don't know yet. We'll have to see in a minute. He is not placing a cake. I'm pretty sure we're not out of cake. So the question becomes, is it because of you? Yes, it is. All right, cool. Let's go down a little bit farther on this guy. And let's see what we can do about hiding some of this stuff. So let's come down here. Okay. Would that work? It does. Thinking. I don't like it though. I would really love to hide as much as I can. Let's see if we can get a redstone conduit to work there, because those are pretty easy to hide. So let's say I want to allow you to take in a signal from that guy. I may have to come down one more with him, actually. Yeah, that should work. And you're going to be an input on red. And we're going to go... There's a small chance that will work. Oh, I can see where he actually is active. No, that won't work at all. Okay, so... What are the other options? If I didn't use a constructor, what would be our other ways of doing this? I could place cake into a mechanical user and use a limited item filter to keep just one cake in there. Let's see if that works better, or at least, in a way I can hide easier. Okay, let's see here. We're going to need a mechanical user. Let's get one of those guys. This maze I've made so far, I should have it teach system how to make these things. I could say this will be the last one, but then I'll make 10 more later on, and then... Okay, so let's see here. Right here. Oh, okay. No, that was the one I wanted. Go back. There we go. So we are going to place block. Upper left slot only. Okay, so now we need an interface over here. Is that going to fight the other interfaces? You know what, it might. Well, we'll make that guy a crafting guy too, and here will be where all of our cakes come from. So we don't have to have that one interface taking up all those cakes. That'll be nice. Okay, let's get an interface. And I want, oh, I had one. And I want a crafting card. Upgrade. They call it network card, but crafting upgrades. The inconsistency, I don't like that. All right, where are we? Okay, so yeah, I want you here. I want a crafting upgrade. And I want a cake. All right, so we've got lots and lots of cake now. So what I want is to take you out of that guy and put you in here. So you're an insert. I need a limited item filter. We'll clear your configuration. You are probably the coal guy. So I want a cake in there. One cake, please. All right, so you should be able to have one cake and one cake only. And you have a cake. Okay. Nope. That was wrong. I remember this problem vaguely. Alright, maybe we need to put it under another block. Let's try that. Alright, let's take you away. Let's take your cake away. You don't get any cake now. And let's take this away. And, okay, so let's put that. We'll put the mechanical user right here. Okay, that's the way I want you to face. So, if I say use item on block, upper left only, you will dump the cake up there. Okay, I find that very weird, but whatever. We have what we need. And I will say, I want a cake, please. Okay, let's put all the cake back in the system real quick. Okay, so, yep, we need this guy going in here. Put that limited item filter back. Yep, okay, you're an insert. And you are an always active extract. There we go. One cake being placed for the Kekamiri. I don't know what the plural is. What do you think the plural is? Okay, you are going to be redstone on.
Alright, that's a good wrapping up point for today's episode. Thanks for watching. Hey, does anybody actually watch these outros? This is like the 14th one. I'm just curious. See you next time.